Their male counterparts understand and appreciate that they are different, but they are the same, bound by one desire to acquire knowledge and be something in the future.
Absolutely. And it's not just the boys that they're in school with, because we also think about sometimes how simple things like bullying can really affect young girls and their esteem. But it's also because every girl has either a brother, a father, an uncle. We talk about the male teachers in school, how important it is for them to also be ambassadors. So, this is something that, I'll be honest, is very close to my heart. And just to add that you can actually make a difference here today. We mentioned the reusable pads that are actually being sold here. So you can actually buy a pack at 20,000 shillings, and you can buy that right here today. You can pledge to buy a number that will be given to girls in school. So that's also a way to make sure, as the initiative, it's self sustaining as well.
Tremendous. And so while we were at it, we, with great pleasure, received in our midst the Honorable Minister for Disaster Preparedness at the Office of the Prime Minister, Honorable Engineer Hilary Onek. Let's welcome him.
You're most welcome.
Hilary Onek. Let's welcome him.
You're most welcome.
He is one of those that has served in the docket for quite some time, and he knows quite something about disaster preparedness and the aversion of which. I don't know how many landslides in Bulambuli he has been at to ensure that we do not have a bigger carnage than ever. I do not know how many road crashes he has been dispatching his teams to avert. I do not know how many other catastrophes he's been over and averted. But here he is, a colossus of knowledge, experience, and an assurance that government does indeed have a hawk's eye view on the emergency situation that could bedevil our beautiful country.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you so much for that. And that got me thinking about how earlier you were saying you had not been involved on an individual level as well.
Not at
And
all.
the mindset that, oh, someone else would take care of it. Did you know that today anyone can sign up as a member of the Uganda Red Cross Society? I just wanted to make that clear. Any person in this room can actually sign up as a member. So as you take your time later, we'll have so many areas outside the hall for you to find out more about the different pillars and initiatives that the Uganda Red Cross Society is part of, and that you too can actually become a member.
Maybe let's change the language a little bit, Christo, and say every one of us in here should be a member of the Red Cross. Because after all, humanity needs all of us. So look into the innermost part of your heart and tell it to yourself that Uganda Red Cross Society shall only be able to do what they are supposed to do if each one of us, and say to yourself, if I become a member of the Uganda Red Cross Society, and it doesn't matter how deep your pockets are, or if, like me, have no pockets at all, at least you can lend your contribution in kind, like I suspect I am doing by being your director of programs this morning.
Absolutely. So, whether it's your time through volunteering, whether it's simply a matter of sharing what you have, because many of us live in excess, again, takes me back to our blessings and remembering since we are blessed, we need to do our part to help others. Ladies
Without
and
a doubt.
gentlemen, we would now like to ask you to give your attention to the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies Secretary General Jagan Chapagain.
Jagan is not with us in the room, but because of folks like Sylvie and others in that space, you are able to do whatever you can from the comfort of wherever you are. So this morning, Jagan is joining us from outside this hall, but is with us technologically. Good morning.
In Uganda, the Uganda Red Cross Humanitarian Fund is part of the local first approach. It's a great initiative that I hope you will support. One that looks to local donors to contribute to a local fund. That means local volunteers can help people locally in Uganda. With your support, this is going to be a fund that is responsive, fast, immediately before a potential disaster strikes, or immediately after one does. It will be an independently audited, accountable, agile, flexible fund that can make a massive difference to the key pillars it will be used for: ambulances and first aid, the coordination of blood donation, disaster preparedness and response, and pandemic preparedness and response. The Uganda Red Cross's Humanitarian Fund will ensure long-term financial sustainability. It will support the growth and autonomy of the Uganda Red Cross. Congratulations again to the Uganda Red Cross Society, and thank you for your support of the Uganda Red Cross Humanitarian Fund. They need you. Humanity needs you. I want to congratulate the Uganda Red Cross Society on 60 years of service.
We've gotten a casualty. We suspect a cardiac arrest, so he's not breathing. We are going to perform CPR as we wait for the rescue team. Thank you so much. Dispatch the team.
Come back to me. 30. Oh, good. 10, 20, 30. Rescue breaths. He has no breath, he has no pulse. I started compressions a few minutes back. Okay. Oh good, we have a pulse. We have a pulse, he's back. Yes, we have a pulse. Yes. You're going to be okay. We are helping. You're going to be okay. Hang in there. You're going to be okay.
Make sure that the air is open.
It is.
Okay, what do we have there? Right.
You're going to be okay.
Okay. So let us prepare for transport. Oxygen needed. Need oxygen. Okay. Need oxygen. We need oxygen. Graduate, put at 10 milliliters. Okay. Okay, that's good. Try to have it. Okay. Vaporizing. Okay. BP is normal. The temperatures are dropping. Yeah, we need to cover him. The temperatures are dropping. Okay. Okay. Send me a blanket. Right.
Take it down. Put it up. Squeeze it. Okay, that's good. Squeeze the two. Let's carry him. Hold here. Mind the airway. Make sure the air is open. Okay. Have it up. Put the monitor at the side. Okay. Hold it here. Ready? Okay. Okay. You're going to hold the oxygen. Yeah. Okay. Let us prop him up. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's move.
Is your heart beating like mine?
Thank you, the emergency response team. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isaac Chimbugwe from the Uganda Red Cross Society. I work for the Commercial First Aid and Ambulance Service Unit. What we've done in the sitting, he developed it, meaning it can be sudden. Why we chose this kind of emergency is the setup we are in organizations, in companies. These are some of the main emergencies that we can encounter when we are there. But we should go away from here with at least some skills and knowledge on how and what can we do in case there is a cardiac arrest. First of all, what is a cardiac arrest? A cardiac arrest is one of the most common cardiovascular diseases or cardiovascular accidents where a person's heart will stop beating, and this will lead to no supply of blood to the brain, other vital organs, and the parts of the body. Some of the causes of a cardiac arrest could be congenital heart diseases, coronary artery diseases, heart problems at birth. Some people get heart problems at birth, okay, and many others. Some of the triggers of a cardiac arrest could be the poor eating habits, not exercising, sedentary lifestyle, and very many others. Now, what do we do in case one of us gets a cardiac arrest? Here with us, we have a patient, a casualty who has sustained a cardiac arrest. The first thing our colleagues did there was to check and confirm the scene is safe, so as they don't become the next casualties. They have to make sure that they are safe, there is no any danger. After they have to assess the casualty, check if the casualty is responsive. They call them, hello, hello, are you all right? Can you hear me? So the person will not respond or cannot respond. They'll go ahead and assess if the person is breathing by opening the airway and checking for breathing to see if the chest can rise and fall. They as well check the pulse and see whether their heart is beating. Once they found out that the heart is not beating and there is no breathing, he will ask his assistant to call an ambulance. So he calls the call center of the Red Cross. We have a very functional call center where we receive all calls that need an ambulance. And then they will start CPR immediately. CPR is 30 chest compressions, just like this gentleman is doing. 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths. Okay? The 30 chest compressions and the 2 rescue breaths, that will be a cycle of CPR, and this will help to send blood to the brain, as he was doing. After you do the 30, you have to give the 2 rescue breaths. After you resume, remember you called the ambulance team. It's on their way. As they come, you're going to perform this until they arrive. At this moment, you are the person helping this casualty to get blood to the brain. If you stop it, their brain will not be getting any blood. So please continue pressing like how this gentleman is pressing into the chest, just between the person's breasts. There's a hard bone called until the ambulance team arrives. Okay? When the ambulance team arrives, just like the gentleman did, you hand over to the ambulance team. What we know, or what we all confirm, is this can be you, it can be me, it can be any relative, a spouse, a workmate, or anybody. But the question is, do we know what to do in case it happens? The Red Cross can offer trainings of this nature, and you can become a very good certified first aider. The Red Cross is international. The Red Cross can offer trainings of this nature, and you can become a very good certified first aider.